Welcome back everybody to Tulio Studio, and today I'm talking about MOCTOBER. So Ryan has announced the themes for this year's MOCTOBER, and for those of you who don't know what MOCTOBER is, I will leave a link down in the description to his video because he explains things a lot better than I do. I'm going to be talking about the MOCs I'm thinking of making, and I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say about them. Let's get into it. So the themes this year are the 501st Troopers and something from Mandalorian Season 1. I have the 501st Trooper Legion set and the AAT. So the first idea is coruscant. For my MOC, I'm probably going to be using 16 by 16 base plate. And I know it looks small, but I've seen a lot of people use this 48 by 48 base plate. And it kind of looks plain because, like me, they don't have a ton of Lego bricks like all those other bigger MOC builders would have. Therefore, they don't have enough to cover it. So when I see their MOCs, I see that they have a lot of just empty space with just little bits of buildings, whatever. And sometimes that just doesn't look the most appealing or interesting, which is why I will be using the 16 by 16 stud base plate. But let's get into my 501st ideas. So my first idea is maybe making two buildings next to each other. So I'm making part of coruscant. So I'm making part of the street and an alleyway. So the idea for that one is to have the 501st Troopers kind of coming down the alleyway after some bounty hunters or gangsters, coming after some gangsters and maybe having a gunfight down the alleyway. So that's one idea, and of course making the buildings as detailed as I can make them and making the whole MOC come to life that way. That's idea number one for coruscant. My second idea is doing a small Siege of Mandalore MOC. Nothing quite as big as David Hall's, but just doing a little bit of, say, the top area to some buildings, and then maybe doing, say, making this wall higher, and then having a little top to one of the Mandalore buildings, and putting the 501st Troopers, maybe having the Jet Trooper around here, and making a small Vannator class Republic Cruiser, is that what it's called? I know it's called a Vannator class something, up in this area. Now by small, I mean maybe barely enough to fit a figure, or as in miniaturized, and putting it on a clear pole up here so that it gives the illusion that the MOC is bigger than what it really looks like. So that's idea number two. Idea number three is the umbara, but with this one I'm just kind of open to suggestions. I think it'd be a cool place to try to make, but I haven't seen the Clone Wars, so I don't really know some really key parts of umbara to really get into it, which I could make one of those. I've seen pictures those weird plant, they look like the sarlacc on umbara. So that's an idea. That one's kind of up in the air. Idea 4 is the 501st Trooper base. With that one, I'd probably end up building a little bit more outward on this side, and it'd probably just be a 2, 3, maybe 4-story base. And I'd probably end up putting lights inside of it to have lights coming through different areas of the MOC, which I think would look pretty cool. Idea 5 is a 501st ambush. This one I'd probably need to make it a lot bigger due to the size of the AAT. The idea is having a jungle or forest theme, and just having a little dirt path, maybe making a miniature, much smaller AAT out of these pieces, or doing my best to incorporate the actual size thing in the MOC. But the idea is to have the 501st Troopers ambushing a small droid group that are coming through the forest. So I like that idea too, but I can't really decide on which idea I want to do. So with these 5 ideas, coruscant, Mandalore, umbara, the 501st base, and 501st ambush, I'm kind of tossing around. I kind of like the idea of all of them, but I don't know exactly which ones I should do. So please leave a comment down below letting me know which ones you think I should make, and giving me maybe some ideas on what you think I should add to the MOC, other than just what I've come up with so far. And this is just a rough draft. There will be a lot more to the MOC than just what's up on this paper. So as always, guys, like or dislike with anything you like to dislike. Hit the subscribe button and comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Idea number 3 is umbara. Umbara. That's a weird one. Umbara. That went a lot better than my first several tries.